2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 21. For he hath made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him.
We might be made the righteousness of God in him.
Psalm chapter 89 verse 14. Justice and judgment are the habitation of thy throne. Mercy and truth shall go before thy face.
Can you read that from another translation? There's another word for justice.
From ESV, righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Steadfast love and faithfulness go before you.
Interesting, right? Righteousness, justice, and judgment are the same word. So, righteousness and justice are the habitation of your throne. This is our God. If you want to understand our God, this is who He is. God is righteous, meaning He is always right. And if it's the habitation of His throne, it is the way He works. It is His character and in His nature to be right and to always do right. This means the Father's heart, the Father's identity, and the Father's authority are always rooted in His character of righteousness, in His character of always being right, and in His ability to do right. This is the foundation of His governance. This is the foundation of His throne. Connect that with what we just read in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 21. He made Him who knew no sin to become sin, that
For he hath made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him.
the problem with the gospel that people preach is they preach that your soul is saved, but they don't preach the extent it is saved. They don't tell you the fact that you were baptized into the person of Jesus. You are baptized in the name of Jesus. You are baptized into the personality of Jesus. You are baptized into the name, into the person of Jesus. You are baptized into His character. And the character of God is that He is righteous. What happens when you receive His name and when you are baptized in His name? When it tells you we are the righteousness of God, it is telling you you are the righteousness of the Father. It is telling you you are as perfect as Jesus. Because when you receive His name, He gives you His character. And when your sin comes in between, there is a name that comes. And that name changes your entire nature, where it removes your righteousness that is filthy as rags and it gives you His righteousness. So are you struggling with sin? Maybe it's time to put that part of you to death and to distinguish that part of you into the part of you that can take His name, into the part of you that when you baptize, when you go down, you put your flesh to that, and when you come up, your spirit arises. Let me reiterate this, church. We don't wait to be holy to encounter God. We are holy. That is why we encounter God. We are not sinners saved by grace. We are the righteousness of God. We are not cute believers that say, I'm a sinner saved by grace. No, I won't mock the cross. I can't mock what Jesus did for me and still say something He's done is incomplete. No, it is my understanding that was incomplete. We are the righteousness of God. You have inherited God's characteristics. This alone qualifies you to encounter God. What name are you baptized into? Because if you are baptized in the name of Jesus, you don't have to change your name. You have the greatest name that is exalted over any other name in this world, and you have the rights to use that name because He's given you His righteousness. He tells you you are pure, not because of your righteousness, because my righteousness has made it sufficient for you to be pure. Not because your prayer life made you holy. I made you holy, so there is life in your prayer. Your act for God can never do anything. He's made it available for you. When you understand this truth, there is nothing you need to do to get the approval of God. There is nothing that you need to do to get the affection. You are accepted in the Beloved. That's why His righteousness is your righteousness. So in the realm of the Spirit, when you stand praying in the realm of the Spirit with this understanding, who are demons seeing? They are seeing another righteousness. They are seeing a bright light. That is why the light of the world could come and tell you, you are the light of the world. Because you carry my righteousness. You carry my purity. You carry my holiness.